Hey everyone, this is Kieran. Today's exercise is looking at some modifications for dips. And what these are exercises that enable you to be better at pushing yourself up. So this could be getting out of a chair or getting up off the ground, things like that. Really useful for shoulder injuries. I think it's particularly an untrained type of exercise in common shoulder injuries. And just generally it's a good skill to have. You want to be able to get yourself up off the ground. So if this sounds like it could be useful for you, give this video a watch. So as always, if you find this content useful, please subscribe below and share if you find it useful, and as well as always ask questions. I do my best to answer things as promptly and as succinctly as possible. Getting on to today's topic. So I have another video which talks a little bit about a dip modification in standing and using your feet to help offload things a little bit. I'm going to show some other versions of this later on, and probably by the time this video comes out, might be 3 or 4 videos later, and you'll see what those modifications are. But for now, a good option is you need a chair with some handles, and the idea is from the side here, you're pushing yourself up like that. And so I'm not getting full range, right, because of the seat's in the way. Full range would be my hands getting up towards the height of my armpits. Not quite there, but that's what a full dip might look like. But in this case, it's a really nice exercise to obviously get the triceps going, but the depression, so this top aspect here, when I go and I push a little bit further, you'll see me raise just a little bit more. And that amount of movement is really useful for training the muscles that push your shoulder blade down. Now, there's a few muscles that do that, but also the component around what we call protraction. So we're looking at elements of protraction, which is going forward, shoulder blade going around your rib cage and forward, and the down, the depression. So if we come back to our side view, and I'll show you from here, is that when I push up, if I round my back like this, now I'm getting a bit more of that protraction. Now, just being here as a static hold can be a really nice exercise for some people that need the ability to press, but just working on really thinking about pushing the chair away from you. And if I want to get further away from the chair, I'm going to have to do this extra curve of the upper back. Really, really useful exercise. For a lot of people, they're going to move on quite quickly into, say, our tricep dip off a bench, which I'll show you in another video as well. And some will choose to move on to regular dips too. I think it's a really interesting skill set to develop. And I say that in the context, I just don't think it's a common exercise outside of like specific people involved in strength and conditioning. But it's just a type of strength which has so much carryover to life stuff. And I think it'd be really useful for most people to train it to some capacity. And like I said, it's very useful in general shoulder rehab. A lot of people might struggle with overhead movements and they want to be able to press some heavy things. Enter the dip. The dip allows you to do that. So you're still pressing, you're just pressing down. So if you've got any questions, please ask below. Hope you found this helpful. And if you're interested in some of the other progressions, just search dip on the channel and I'll try and throw some links up here as they get uploaded, and I'll update this video. If you like this video, then please hit like below. Otherwise, to check out more of our content in the future, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo over here. And to check out our latest video, click up here.